What's going on, everybody? Furious Pete. Yes, this is the first video of 2024, and what a video to start with. Some wing eating techniques so that you guys can become wing eating champions this Super Bowl Sunday or any time of the year that you may be competing in a real eating contest or just against your friends to get those bragging rights. Now, I've always been good at wing eating. It was one of the first challenges that I did that really showcased how good I was at eating wings. I went out for all-you-can-eat wings, ate over 250 of them. It was $9.99 for all-you-can-eat wings. The very next week when we went back, it was $14.99. I'm proud to say that was my fault. Anyways, let's get into wing eating. Now, I've won team wing eating contests, I've won solo wing eating contests, and I also got screwed out of some wing eating contests, but I won't get into that today. Now, these wings that I have in front of me are courtesy of Jopapas, my local pizza and wing spot that I've been loving for years. So there's two different types of wings. We got our flats and we got our drums. Flats, in my opinion, are way easier to eat than drums. If you're not familiar with any wing eating techniques, perhaps the flats might be a little bit more difficult for you to eat. But once you become more familiar, which we're going to learn momentarily, you can eat a wing just like that. You didn't see that. In 2 seconds flat or 1 second flat any day of the week. Now, that wing eating method is called the splitter. However, I just like to call it the pro move because I feel like there's no better move for eating flats. So what you're gonna do when you pick up one of these flats is feel out the two bones at the end, the joint, and you're gonna hold that joint super tight as you possibly can. And when you do, you simply wrap your entire mouth over the wing, jam your teeth on both sides of the bones, and pull. Just like that. When it comes to these drums, I feel like there's only one real method that you need to know, that you should be using, is what I call the wing roll. The wing roll is exactly as it sounds. So what you want to do is jam the top part of your teeth somewhere in the wing until you hit the bone. When you do, you start twisting. So you can call it the roll and twist. I just call it the wing roll. And you roll the bone. Very simple. Although it's very simple to do, saying wing roll 10 times fast is not. Please give it a try right now. Wing roll, ring roll, ring roll, wing roll, ring roll, ring roll, wing roll, wing roll. No, I can't do it. So once again, we take our drum, we take the top part of our teeth, we jam it until we hit the bone, like that, and then we twist. Just like so. Easy. Now, I think you guys can understand the methods now. Now, the next important thing is when you're competing in an eating contest, you want to make sure that you strategize properly. Now, normally I will find that the drum will have more meat than the flat. From past experience, I would have a ratio of like 50% drums and 50% flats that were served in front of me for the contest. So it's important to strategize how you're going to eat them, because you don't want to necessarily eat all the flats right away, even though they're easier to eat, and then be left with all drums at the end and overstuff your mouth with too much meat and you can't swallow it. The best way that I find is that you switch it up. So you do one drum. So let's go. Drum. Then we're gonna move to a flat. Then we move to a drum. Then we move to a flat. And so on. Well, now one thing you may notice with the flats, as the wings start getting colder, if they're not super hot and fresh, these cool down just a little bit as I was talking and everything. You may notice that the meat in between the two bones of a flat wing may be more difficult to get out as you're pulling. So you sometimes gotta use the power of your tongue and push in between the bones. So once again, if I'm gonna have trouble with the meat coming out, I'm gonna go down to the front. No, I use my tongue, but it's hard to show. So when it becomes more difficult to actually get the meat out between the two bones, we want to make sure we go down to the very end, and then use our tongue to push the meat out. Just like that. okay? Overall, I find wing eating to be very simple and fun and delicious. And I hope that you guys learned something here today and give it a try yourself. I hope you guys use these techniques to kill all your buddies or win that local wing eating contest. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Got plenty of videos coming up for you guys. Furious Pete's back once again for 2024. Plenty of videos coming your way. Thank you for continuing to support. We'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, we're Team Furious. We're dedicated for life. And as always, my friends, you guys stay sexy, stay hungry, and get laid.